Right, welcome back. We are going to do another core workout today. We're going to use our weights and do some body weight balance work. So we have two circuits. One will be with our weights, and that can be done either standing or seated. And then our balance work will be standing, and that's body weight. But we're going to start with our warm-ups. So that one, either standing or seated, it's your choice, just however you're feeling today. But we're going to start with tucking our hips in. We always want to start with tucking your hips in, getting that core nice and tight, and squeezing that belly button in. When I say that, you're not sucking in air to squeeze that belly button in. You're really thinking about pressing air out and getting that belly button towards your spine. So we're going to start here, and then you bring your arms up, and we're going to touch elbow to hip, and you're really stretching that arm that's up to the ceiling as this one comes down. Stretch and reach. So go ahead and get that started while I start my music. And then we'll get going. So back, forth. Here we go. Back and forth. And like I said, you can do it seated too. Now take it, reach, and reach. Really over that head, and then one below. Reach as far as you can. And then arms in front. Reach back and forth. If you can, look back while you reach. If not, just the arms. Modification, you can bring those arms in and go back. And forth. Now we're going to take that into a rainbow. So reach, or you can shorten up your rainbow and just lead with your elbows. Back and forth. Do a few more of these, and then we're going to start over. All right, reach up. Let's start over. Nice big reaches. Really get that core ready to go. Those arms as well, since we're using our weights today. Back and forth. And then we're going to take it to our leans and our reaches. If you're standing and you want just a little bit more, you can lean side to side with it. And also lean in the chair. Lean, lean. Right here, let's go to our open books. Pick your level for this one. Back and forth. Really getting ourselves ready to go today. And then sweep. And forth. With you. Keep going. This one will get your shoulders warmed up too. Keep it going. All right, we're gonna do one move that we didn't do yet. We're still tucked in. We're gonna reach one hand for our knee. Just reach for your knee. Stand up, reach to the side. And then other side. Reach and reach. And I'm not so much bending over as I'm just tucking under to reach the knee. And then the side. Tuck to reach as close to your knee as you can. Tuck and reach. All right. Let's go ahead and get started with our weights. I'll show it seated first, and then I'll go standing. We're gonna do our overhead reaches just like we did a second ago, but we're gonna add some weights to it. So if you can have them down to your side. You're gonna bring it over, reach as far as you can, and bring it down. And then you're gonna do the same thing with the other side, and bring it down. Now, if your shoulder is not gonna let you do this, raise that elbow and add a little lean to it. Or go all the way, body weight. So this circuit, this set, I will do all seated. But if you want to start standing, feel free. All right, now that diagonal reach we did, we haven't done a diagonal reach yet, but you're gonna reach diagonally. So arms down to your side, reach for the corner, and then the other one. Reach for the corner. Your knees stay facing forward as you turn your torso and reach. Again, if we need to shorten it up, you can bring your arm to your shoulder. Or again, body weight, reach, reach, really focused on hips underneath, belly button tucked in tight. Now we're gonna reach forward and down. Forward, you're gonna lean, back is straight, and down. And forth, keeping that really tight in here. So the more you tuck your hips when you lean forward, the less stress is on that lower back. So if we're slouched or if we're overarched and we try and lean, you feel the pull right in here. All right, we're gonna do those open books. We can either do body weight or one weight or two weights. If you have two weights, holding one out as you bring the other one back and forth. If that's a little too much, you can pass it. Pass and pass. Pick your level, but let's go back and forth. Back and forth. Sitting tall. Woo. Let's do one more on each arm. One and one. Oh, we're gonna feel that one. Core, but also arms, shoulders. All right, the forward bend and then the side bend. We're gonna do that again. So if you're standing, you're gonna do just what we did before. Bend, bend. If you're seated, you're towards the edge of your chair. You're gonna lean forward and then to the side. Lean forward and to the side. Now, when we're doing our side bend, so when we're leaning forward, we're not slouched. We're just trying to touch the floor with our weight. Trying to touch it right here. When we do our side bend, we're not bending, I'm not bending from here. So it's not like it's not a crunch right here. It's not a side bend here. It's bending from up here in your rib cage and squeezing down here. So imagine like you have a board or something up here preventing you from reaching, or you're trying to reach over a wall or a gate or something. You're trying to reach over, but there's something in the way. So you reach and then come up. Reach and come up. That's the move that we're going for, not so much just a side bend. So let's try it again. Forward. Reach over that gate so you can unlock it. Reach forward, try and put that other weight on the floor. Reach across the gate. Let's do one more on each side. Reach and then forward and reach, if that makes any sense. Hopefully it does. Because we don't need to just do side crunches for hours on end. That's not really working as much as if you're just reaching. You're gonna feel a lot more engagement right here, trying to reach your arm versus here. All right, let's go through it again. Do our oblique reaches. Again, if you need to, you can do it without the weights. One and the other. And same thing, it's not this, we're not bending over, we're doing it with the arm that's going up. So you should feel right here. And this one stays by your side. So reach that arm overhead like you're trying to reach that opposite corner, and down. Reach for that opposite corner, and down. Couple more, and down, and then back, and forth. All right, reach for the corner, and down. Reach for the corner, and down. Move that body to reach for the corners. So it may feel like we're doing a lot of bending and twisting, but I'm showing you a better way than just twist and bend. So keeping that core engaged, hips tucked under, belly button tucked in, and really thinking about moving that body, that whole body, while you reach. It's going to help prevent some of those injuries that we get from twisting and bending. All right, one more on each side. Reach and reach. All right, we're going to do that forward reach. I call it a swimmer's reach. I don't know why, but we're going to forward and then up. Hips tucked, belly button in, back stays straight. Hips go back as we reach forward. This is too much for those weights and you're not quite getting it, that's fine. But out. Reach forward and then down. These are also called founders or similar to a founder. Hips back, reach forward and down. Let's do a couple more of those. Back and forth. Back and forth. All right, let's do those open books. Again, either body weight, 2 weights, or 1 weight. Back and forth. Kitty cat here. Keep going back and forth. Reaching. Ooh, keeping those shoulders back and down. Fight the urge to crunch them up. This one, if you don't want, because that is a little bit more of a twist, and you don't want to look back behind, keep that torso straight and reach back, and you'll still feel right in here. Like one more each side. All right, we're gonna do that last move. Reach for the knee. Side. Reach for the knee. Side. Reach. Side. Reach. And we're only trying to reach one arm, so it's kind of weird. Reach without rounding your back. We're not here. Reach. Come and knock on you. Reach. Over the gate. Reach. All right, let's do one more each side. Reach. And I am really squeezing right here, below the belly button, as I reach. Squeeze and reach. Okay, so now we're gonna do our balance work. Drink before we do that. So we're gonna do a few moves on one side, and then we're gonna do those moves on the other side. And we're gonna start with our chair pose. So we're gonna be feet comfortable width apart, shoulders maybe a little bit wider. Tuck those hips, belly button in. We're gonna bend forward, sit like we're sitting in a chair or getting ready to, and arms up like we did for that reach earlier. And you're gonna hold it right here. We don't wanna round. Back straight, hips up if you need to, shorten it up, but hold it there. 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, straighten those legs, keep those arms there. Take one leg back behind. If you need to, hold on to your chair. And don't let your hips roll. Belly button stays facing the floor. Hold it, point that toe behind you. 10 seconds, keep holding. Squeeze. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Keep that foot up. Bring it to a tree pose. We're gonna put it on our shin today. And then we're gonna bring our arms up if you can. Hold on. Or you can be here. Hips, again, tucked under. If you can and you got the flexibility, go ahead and put it up on the thigh. Woo. 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, I know our shins burning, our calves are burning. We're gonna take that same leg that was in our tree pose. We're gonna bring it back, touch our chair, bring it back to a tree pose. Touch the chair, foot behind you, bring it up, knee out, foot on the shin, back and forth. Working on our balance. If it's too much, tap, tap for 4 more. 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's do the other side. Same thing. Chair pose first. Hold it here. Dance a little. 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it to that warrior 3. Hips stay parallel to the floor. If you need to and you're still not quite there, hold on. Or if you need to, kind of tap, lift up, 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it to that tree pose. This set I think is the one that's always a little harder for me. Pose here, or bring it up. Nice deep breath. Tuck those hips. Always have to remind myself, don't stand here. Tuck the hips so that they're even. All right, let's take it to that touch, tree pose. Touch, tree pose. Or tap here. Let's do 4 more. 4, 3, 2, 1. Woo. Shake those calves out. All right, we're gonna go back to circuit 1. So we're gonna do our weights again, and then we're gonna do the balance on each side one more time. I'm gonna do the weight set 1 more time, but if you wanna do it 2 more times, you can pause the video, do another round before you move on. I will do these standing, but I've shown both seated and standing, so do whichever one feels comfortable to you. Get ready. Do it again, grab a drink if you need. Catch your breath. Whew. All right, and we're gonna do those side reaches. Reach and down. Really think about squeezing your side as you bring that arm overhead. With or without your weight. Reach, and if you are using weights, they're light weights. Mine are 3s right now. You can use 1s, 2s, canned goods, water bottles, anything with a little resistance, but we don't need a lot for this one. And then remember, if you can't bring that shoulder all the way, bring it here, the little lean into it. 1 more on each arm. Reach and a reach. All right, now we're doing our diagonals. Reach for that corner, turn, reach for the corner. I'm keeping my feet planted, a little bit of a bend in my knees. Out, better reach, squeeze, right here. All night long. If you need to, bend that elbow, One more on each side. 1, 1. All right, now we're doing our reaches. Hips back, back straight, arms forward. If that is not possible to keep that back straight and those hips back with your weights, try it without. Also, come right here, shorten it up. Let the focus, keeping that back straight. All these moves, quality over quantity. You want to have proper form. When you don't, that's when we tend to hurt ourselves. 4 more. 4, 3, 2, and also go halfway with the arms. 1. All right, those open books. This time I'm going to do it with a single weight passing. You can either look behind you, keeping that belly button tucked in tight, because if we do it without engaging our core, then we'll feel it in the low back. If not, if you're not twisting, reach behind you. All right, almost there. Let's do 1 more each side. 1, 1. All right, now it's time for reach for the knee. Side. Reach for the knee. Side. Keeping that back straight. Reach. Most of the work is being done with your arms and the upper part of your rib cage. Reach. Reach. On that. Almost there. 1 more on each side. Reach. 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 And reach. All right, let's get ready for our balance work again. Remember, if you want to do a 4th set, so this was set number 3 of this first circuit, pause the video now. Go ahead and do your next set, and then unpause it and come back for our balance work, our chair pose. If you can, you're getting low. If not, stay where you can. If it's not quite, if you're not quite there yet, reaching those arms out and bring them in. And hold it here and focus on hips tucked, back straight. All right, straighten those knees. 1 leg out, back behind, belly button faces the floor, not out. Right here. Again, you can bring this arm in if you need to. Focus on squeezing that core. 10 seconds. 7, 6, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring that foot up. We're trying to do each move without putting this foot on the floor. You'll feel it all in this standing leg. All right, here or here. Or you can bring that foot up higher. Not on the knee though. It's either above the knee or below the knee. Hold it here, 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right, touch. Repose. Touch, foot out, hips stay straight and parallel the whole time. Out, up, fight the urge to lean and come up. 4 more. 4, right here. 3, 2, 1. Shake it out. Woo. Other side, we're gonna do it again. Give me that tree or that chair pose. Your level. Keep holding. 10 seconds. 9, 8, 7, 6, 4, 3, 2, 1. Straighten. One leg back. Point that toe. If you can, bring it high. If that's too much, lower to the ground. But hold. 10 seconds. 8, 7, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Bring it to that tree pose. Now, if this is still too much up on the shin, put your toes on the floor and heel up. And really focus on keeping nice and tight right in here. Hips tucked under, squeeze the glutes. So much to think about while we're doing core work. You want to think about this every time you work out. You want to think about keeping that core nice and tight and engaged, and that helps with all parts coming off of the core. All right, let's do our touch and up. So like I said, I always like to think about when I start any workout, any move, tucking my hips and squeezing my belly button in by blowing air out versus sucking air in. Should feel nice and tight in that core. And you want to be able to breathe while you're doing this. You're not blowing air out and then holding your breath. That's just how you get it tight. And then you try and breathe. Try and breathe. 4 more. 3, 2, 1. Oh, shake it out. All right, if you want to do another set of the balance work, you can also pause the video again and do one more set on each side and then come back for stretching. Otherwise, I'm gonna go ahead and get into our stretching. I will show some standing and some seated variations. Let me change my music here for the stretching, but go ahead and be ready. Grab a drink if you need it. Okay. We'll start with our seated stretches, and then I'll show you the other ones. So we're just seated. We're still tucking those hips under, but just deep breath. And then relax. Deep breath. Really fill those lungs. Feel that rib cage open up. And let it out. Roll that neck a few times. All right, we're gonna put this arm on the outside of our thigh. We're gonna reach. This reach we've been doing, we're gonna hold it. If that's too much on the shoulder, bring it across. Right. And we're sitting up tall, we're not leaning. Sit up tall. All right, other side. Reach for that out. More part of the thigh. Reach. All right, bring those feet closer together. We're gonna bend from our waist. That reach we've been doing for our chair pose. And as you're doing this, think about keeping your chin tucked in and look at a spot in front of you. We're not looking up and we're not looking down at our belly button. Look ahead of you and reach. All right, bring those arms. You can either fold them across and relax everything, or you can fold and reach for the floor. Kind of let your head drop. Loosen up the neck muscles. All right, go ahead and come up. We're gonna put that hand across again, and then we're gonna take our other one on our chair. So you can either stay here or you can twist a little bit, keeping that core nice and tight though while you do it. You don't want to relax anything. All right, switch sides and hold. All right, let's do our warrior. It's like when you're standing and doing warrior one. This is where we drop our knee. This one is up to the side. Nice big tall reach. If you can, take this knee, this leg, and extend it back, and then reach back. If not, keep it here. All right, other side. And then we'll do a few standing stretches. All right, go ahead and stand up if you can. If not, you can stay seated. We're gonna grab our chair and hands, I can't talk today. Hands on the back of the chair. Walk yourself back until your chest, your torso is parallel to the floor. And then drop your head. If you're still seated, you're doing that forward reach just like we did for the seated stretches. You're gonna do it a second time. Otherwise, we're right here. All right, go ahead and come up. All right. We're going to put our feet close together. We're going to cross our arms. We're going to reach for our thighs. And we're going to pull our back towards the ceiling as we drop our head. Really feel a stretch in the upper part of the back. We're going to uncross. We're going to flatten our back and move forward. I'm going to do that one more time. Cross. Round it to the ceiling. Uncross, flatten, and look forward. All right. We're going to stand with feet together. We're going to reach up to the ceiling nice and tall. Everything's tucked in. Take a deep breath. Let it out to one side and reach. Up, deep breath. Other side. We're going to try and go backwards if we can. So we're going to look, reach up, and we're going to look back, point back, and then bend back just a little bit if you can. If not, stop at the reach, the point. All right, come up, let it out, and we are done with our low intensity core workout. Feel free to add to this if you want to do any more sets than I did today, or do it as is. And again, you can do all of it body weight if you don't have any weights or you don't want to use weights today. So I hope you enjoyed, and I will see you next week for another workout.